What's up, y'all? It's your girl Nakina. Today I'm back. I know I ain't put up none in a while, but I've been busy, okay? But anyway, this is like a little review, recap, whatever you want to call it, okay? And how y'all doing today? Hope y'all having a wonderful day. But back on topic, I'm gonna be giving a recap to The Chi season 4, episode 2, Coolly High. And when I say this episode, man, it was just everywhere. Every time you just like, look, I'm just gonna get to the point, okay? So Emmett decided that he wanted to come clean to Tiffany. Now, he told Tiffany about him and Dom sleeping together after like eternity. I felt like he should have told her before they got married, you know, so that they could work through it, but he didn't. He got married to her, and now he finally came clean to her, and it's just a mess. So, you know, Tiffany had this little client, Dante, who you could see he was always flirting with her. You know, he been trying to get her for a minute. So he told her that he didn't think she was, you know, happy in her marriage, you know, basically. And, you know, he basically was saying it like it's Emmett's fault, you know, and she was like, she'll take Born, you know, over him acting up, you know, cheating or whatever and all that and stuff. So skip through all that. So Tiffany messes around with Dante. She spends the night with him after Emmett broke the news to her that he slept with Dom. They didn't talk through it. She just literally just got out the bed and went on to dude and started messing with him. Okay? And she already, you could see from her body language in this episode, she already was feeling Dante. She already wanted to have her little fun with him. I mean, you could clearly see that she was interested in him. He was doing his little push-ups and stuff in the scene, and you could tell old girl wanted him, okay? So that just gave her a reason to just go head on and boom. I feel like Emmett should have mentioned, he shouldn't have just said, oh, I messed around with Dom. He should have told her it was before they got married. Now, I know that wouldn't have made no difference, but she would have seen since they got married that he has not done that anymore. He really had changed. But he didn't explain all that. He didn't get a chance to because she left on out the door, you know? Anyway, so he's up. It looked like he had been up all night is the way it looked. You know, he's sitting up. He's staring at the door, looking out the window. And Tiffany has not come home because she was laid up with old boy. Which I hope. I'm hoping that it gonna turn out she gonna get knocked up because you know how these shows be, okay? What's her name? Jada. Oh, the most heartbreaking thing. She ended up finding out she had cancer. That had to be the most heartbreaking thing of this episode, okay? Now, you got Emmett, who already been stressed out because he had cheated on Tiffany. He already had wanted to come clean to her and didn't know how. And now he about to have his mama who got cancer. It is just, man, I feel so sorry for him. I hope that he don't wild out, you know, or whatever. But we shall see. Jada's new little boo, I think he's her boyfriend. She just ain't put no title on it yet, you know, because he's younger than her. So it looks like she's just nervous to, you know, come out with the fact that they together. But I hope he stays by her side during this time. He was the one who convinced her to go to the doctor and get an examination because he felt a lump. He had asked her about it, and she basically was saying that she goes to get tested. None had showed up. She asked him if he wanted her to go, and he was like, yes, go, you know, get checked out. So to give him a peace of mind. You know, he just wanted to make sure she was okay. Who am I forgetting? Jake, he was messing around with one of the girls, I guess from the school or whatever. They went to the little bathroom, and, you know, I just say they had their little fun, I'm going to just say. Gemma and Kevin, it seemed like to me they're realizing they're so different from each other. It's getting to the point where, because you know Kevin has a lot of trauma he's dealt with, you know, and then you got Gemma who, I don't know, they just, I don't think it's the fact that they're opposite. I think it's the fact that they're on two different pages. You know, Gemma was telling Kevin to stop thinking small and think big, and when I didn't feel like what she was saying to him was wrong. But he did, and I think it's just the fact that he's dealing with a lot of stuff, and he just don't want to hear what she got to say right now. I think that's pretty much what it is. But Kevin realized that you could get a scholarship for playing video games. So him and Jake, they went to this little room or whatever. You know, a whole bunch of college dudes was in there. They're playing the game. I guess he figured he could hustle them since he knew how to play the game real good. He made some money. And then he just got into some wild stuff, I must say, okay? He ended up getting kicked from the college tour. And look, it just was a hot mess. Keisha gave him, you know, she went off on him, okay? She told him, like, she's supposed to be in college, but instead, you know, she was saying she was pregnant and she had to come get him. And, you know, Keisha already has her stuff she's dealing with. She didn't tell their mom about it, you know. She just told him he owed her, you know. Keisha, you know, it's a difficult situation going on right now with her. I hope that she decides to keep the baby. I know it's a difficult situation, but I hope that she decides to keep the baby. It seems like she might decide to keep the baby, though, instead of just giving it away. Because, you know, when you're pregnant, you get close to a baby, you know, and you build this bond. And I think that she's going to eventually decide to keep her baby. I hope so. She ended up hearing the heartbeat, you know, her, Kevin, her mom, her stepmom, you know, they all was together and bonding, hearing that baby's heartbeat. And, you know, it's a hard time for her right now because she's trying to choose, you know, she's trying to decide on whether she's going to keep the baby or not. So I'm hoping she decides to keep the baby and just doesn't give the baby to any, you know, random family or anything, you know. I'm hoping she decides to keep the baby, like I said, because, look, going through labor and all that and stuff, look, you build a bond with your baby, okay? Trig. Now, Trig reunited with his little friend, what's his name? Rashad. That's his name on here. See, I knew him from being Marcus on, what was it, Smart Guy. But his character name on here is Rashad. And he had, I guess, just got released, you know, from jail, prison, or whatever. And, you know, I think he's going to be a problem. I'm not going to lie to you. I think he's going to be a problem for Trig because Imani is not feeling him at all. Like, he was looking at Imani like she was a piece of meat. And she wasn't liking it. Keep in mind, Trig then already told him he could stay with him for a little while. And old boy just seemed like he gonna be trouble. I'm just saying. And I wonder if Imani gonna end up having to, you know, look, I ain't even gonna say it, just look. He just seemed like he's about to be a problem. Who am I forgetting? Oh, Donnell. So Donnell and Emmett was in the store. This is like right before he told Tiffany the truth. And Donnell is on, claimed he was on his what they call them things, Bluetooth. He claimed he was having a conversation with somebody else, but I think he was really talking to Emmett. Because he was saying he need to just come clean and tell her the truth, be a man, you know, basically stop being soft and, you know, I ain't gonna use the other word. And basically telling him to just be a man about it. And Emmett was like, looking at him like, for real? He was like, I ain't talking to you. I'm talking to somebody on here and all that. Everything about you. And you ain't the only one with problems and all this and that. First off, you got Dom, who is now with Donnell, who is Emmett's dad, okay? It's already a little circle, triangle, whatever you want to call it, square, rectangle, whatever shape you want to call it, okay? They got going. She done messed with the son, now she messing with the dad, okay? And she came clean to Donnell, told him she did his son before, boom, boom, pow. And he was just like, okay, whatever. But I think she was just trying to cover her tracks. At first, I was like, okay, she was trying to be a woman about it and tell him. But I really think that she's still like Emmett. And I know they've been showing her with his daddy and everything, but I'm just remembering how she was the end of last season and then just how this season is. What if she's like trying to make him jealous with his dad? I wonder if that's just my theory. What if it turns out that she still wants Emmett throughout this season? Now, Emmett talked to Keisha at the store where she was working or whatever, and as I'm watching them two talk, and you know they best friends, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, if it does not work out between him and Tiffany, I'm hoping that him and Keisha get back together. I don't know about y'all, but in my opinion, I just feel like they get each other, you know, like they had a past with each other, but I really feel like they comfort each other, you know, they really get each other. I don't know, that's just my opinion. I wonder if they gonna make it where they get back together eventually. I'm just saying. Papa started a podcast and he wanted, I forgot the guy name on the show, that he wanted to come and join his podcast, you know, speak or whatever. The guy had something to do at some event. So Maisha surprised him with a backup plan and she rapped for his podcast. And when I tell you it was nice, it went with the beat and everything. She did a thing. Okay, Papa was looking like, whoa, like when did you learn how to rap? You know, da da da. Like she surprised him, you know. I'm wondering if Gemma and Jake is gonna get together, y'all, because I just feel like they throwing little clues in there a little bit. Now, I've seen a few little trailers or whatever. It kind of look like they get together during the season. But I would not be surprised if they did. You know, because Jake last season was always talking about her. And, you know, they had this kind of relationship like kids have in school where they really like somebody, but they saying negative stuff about them, but secretly like them. Like, that's how it is, you know. I really feel like Jake is just all over the place. I think he's just trying to find a way to cope with what he just experienced, you know, as far as that experience he had with the police and stuff. And then you got Kevin who wilding out because of his experience with the police and stuff, trying to help Jake. And I really feel like, I'm wondering if they gonna stop being friends this season, because it just seems like they're both dealing with the trauma in two different ways. In my opinion, I don't know, I'm just wondering. Doodah, he fired the police officer that you know, that did that to Jake or whatever, and they is not liking it. Rose and Gemma's dad is not liking it. I guess they felt like he had another way he could have went about it, but they is not liking it. Okay, Rose was telling him like, look, you need to calm down before you end up getting yourself killed. You know, like she basically telling him like, chill out, it's another way to handle it. But Doodah, you know, he just like, look, he the boss, Ian the mayor, you know, he do his little dirt behind the scenes, and then he mayor, he feel like he the top dog, you know, like everything will be done his way. But it just, I don't know, I feel like he bringing trouble his way is what it's seeming like. Now, I feel like he might be acting out with, like she said, maybe his personal experience, because, you know, Gemma's dad told him don't be acting out due to a personal experience he had or whatever. Now, I don't know. I feel like Doodah is doing what he feel is best, but I also feel like, you know, he might need to watch himself the way he maneuvering, okay? Trig, he saved the guy from getting locked up or whatever. He had everybody pull out their phones and stuff, and they was recording, and I guess they was bothering this man for no reason, like he wasn't doing nothing or whatever. And you know, Trig had saved him. He got him to come home. You know, he took him home or whatever. And it was just a wild situation, pretty much. The way it's looking this season is like it's Chicago against the police, basically. It's what it's looking like. Who am I forgetting? Now, I did see a little trailer, and it looks like Tiffany is gonna go into business probably with Dom. That's what I'm thinking from looking at the trailer. It looked like she might be go ahead and going in business with her, and that's one of those situations where it's about to be personal and business, because it looked like to me she already, like, it don't seem like, I don't know how to explain it, y'all. It just seemed like she wanted to be married at first, and now she's married. It's kind of boring for her. Now, I just hope that she don't go down the wrong road trying to hurt Emmett. Because it ain't, look, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. But, yeah, that is my, my recap for episode 2, Cooley High. I can't wait to see what episode 3 gonna turn out to be. Because I know this is about to be something for Emmett and Jada. And, look, it looked like it's about to be a hot mess. But I thank y'all for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment, all that good stuff if you're new to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.